Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you guys are at in the world. I'm very excited about sharing this directional trading with you guys. I think it's going to really be helpful for advancing your trading platform and really getting consistent. I did a video about the members that are currently on our team to start focusing on directional trading. I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on this video so you guys can get a full understanding on what I am talking about. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at 3 days of trading. I can go back as far as we want to, but just for the sake of time, going to focus on the last, 3, 4 days, starting on, let me go back to as far as Tuesday here. Let me go back because typically what I'm doing, guys, is I'm using the 15-minute window to do my analysis based on the direction that the market I feel that is moving, using my indicators in the higher time frame, which is the 15-minute window, but then using my um, indicators in the 1 minute window to grab my entry. So basically, this is gold, and some things I want to encourage you guys, those who would love to trade gold, which is my favorite pair. I'm starting to realize that the timing to trade gold to be more consistent of volume and pips is actually later in the day or earlier in the morning going into the New York session. So one of the things I want you guys to do is on your navigator, go ahead and open up your navigator and find your market open line. Go ahead and open it up. I've already have it on mine, so double click on it, open market open line, and then you right click. Well, once you open it, I have it in here twice. I have it here, and then I installed it a second time because I just need an additional line. So let me open it up. You guys take a screenshot of this. So the second market open line should look just like this. Put your settings just like what you see here. I'll give you guys a minute to take a picture of that so that when you open it up, you can set it just like that. And for the frank open, I put it at 12 and I make it aqua because I'm using the other lines for other market open times. So you guys should have been able to do that. So this sky blue line for me, now that I have been looking at this more, this is when I want to really start trading gold. I thought right around this open time here was a good time, but I really noticed that the market during the Asian session for gold is very unstable. Even the signals are a little wacky. That it's not as consistent to give you the pips that you need versus around, this is 12 o'clock on this, is about 4 a.m. in the morning. So those of you who are night owls or early morning risers that want to try to get some early morning pips, right around 4 a.m. is when I've seen it consistently give you the movement you need going into the New York session. So I'm going to start focusing my time on trading gold as early as 4 a.m. going into the New York session. If you are a working person and that's just not possible for you to do, let me encourage you on looking at different pairs that you can trade so that you can get those pips. UJ, USD, JPY is a great pair I mentioned in the previous video for those of you who are working people who still want to be able to get you 20, 30 good pips a day during the evening, because that's the pair that I'm going to trade in the evening. So from here, from this purple line to about here is where I'm going to be trading UJ, but I'm using gold for this example here. So guys, directional trading is very simple. This big arrow is your direction. I only want to take trades in this direction of the arrow until my arrow direction change. I said that really slow, so there should not be any confusion on directional trading with the TFU system. Once that arrow shows and prints, yes, this arrow repaints. Yes, this arrow moves. But because we don't trade it, we don't care. We only want to trade in the direction of the arrow in the 15-minute window. Your primary entry off of the arrow is your conservative entry in the 1-minute window. You have two entries in the 1 minute. You have aggressive, which will be your TFU scalper. You have option number 6 is conservative. Option number 4 is aggressive. So your initial entry off of a direction change should be conservative, option number 6. Especially for my new traders. If you are brand new, you just bought this system, you're nervous and you're not sure even what you're doing, please don't be a rebel. Just follow the system. And let me say this up front. Get prepared. You are not going to win all of your trades. It is impossible for someone to have a system where you can win all of your trades. So that's why it's very important that you guys use proper risk management so that you don't blow out your accounts. You don't get caught jumping in too many times where you put too much stress on your margin. So just take your time. I'm very confident that I believe in the long game, those who follow this directional trading will see a lot more success than those who don't. Okay, so again, with gold, we're not going to focus on the Asian session. Even though we got a signal here in the Asian session, I want to focus my energy on trading in the direction of my signal. Okay, so let me go to my blue line. That's when I want to start. I am a seller on Tuesday. My direction is sell. No matter what the candles are doing, my direction is sell. So when I got up, there's my blue signal right there. I got up, I looked left. I don't see anything other than I am a seller. The last arrow I see is I am a seller. Look what happens right when I wake up. Or when I start trading at 4 a.m. I get a signal right here, and immediately that trade already gave me 25 pips. Okay. Here's another thing I want you guys to get comfortable with. Not being greedy in the amount of pips that you want to get. Let me give you a suggested take profit number. It's not a guaranteed take profit number. It's just a suggestion take profit number for gold. That suggestion take profit number is between 25 and 40 pips. So I'm not going to give you an exact number. So I'm going to give you a window between 25 and 30 pips. So if you have this system, the best thing for you to do is to set up your auto stop loss and take profit. Let me show you how to do that very quickly. You guys may have it in your navigator, which is in actually the wrong spot. So look into your navigator and you're going to find it'll be auto. Let me see. I don't have it in mind, but some of you guys will have it in. I know when you installed it, it's in there. I saw it. So you would need to go to Files. You would need to go to Open Data folder. Go to MQL4. Go to Indicators. And then here you want to go in and find it. I'm going to assume that it's here. You're going to see Auto SLTP. It'll say Auto Take Profit Stop Loss. Right click on it. This is not it, but yours should say that. Right click on it and click Copy. Then once you do that, right here in this file, I want you to do a back arrow and go to Expert Advisor and open that up. See, mine is already there. I already have. That's what you should have. You want to install it into your Expert Advisor folder. Once you do that, you can close out the folder. Make sure you refresh your screen. Your navigator. Come over here to navigator. You can click on any one of your indicators, hit refresh, and then it should be there. Once it's there, come scroll all the way down till you see Expert Advisor and double click on it. When you double click, this is where you're going to automatically set your stop loss and take profit. So now your only responsibility of trading this system is clicking buy or sell. You ain't have to worry about sliding your take profit up or down. You're just going to click buy or sell and let the market do what it's going to do. All right. So now that you've done that, let's put in your take profit. It's going to be done in points. So if you're trading gold, gold is going to be in points and not in it's not going to be in pips. It's going to be in points. So what you want to do is I want to put in, I told you the range was between 25 and 40 pips. So let's go with 30. So it will be 300 points. All right. Make sure my 300 points. So that will be equal 30 pips. And then my stop loss, I always have a bigger stop loss because I want to give the market room to move. That's why you want to use proper risk management so that you're not over leveraging. So I always give it about 100 pip stop loss. Or if my direction in my lower time frame changes, and I'll show you that. So put in 1,000 and that will give you 100 points. So basically what this will do is as soon as I enter a trade, it'll automatically set my take profit and stop loss. I'm recording this on a Saturday, so the market is closed, so I'm not able to show you what that looks like. All right, so you go ahead and you click, before you do that, make sure your auto trading button is green. So mine was red. Make sure it's green or it won't work. Let's do it again. Put in my take profit, 300 points. My stop loss, 1,000, which is 100 pips. And now I'm set. My little man is right up here. It says auto and SL and TP is set. Happy face. That means everything is good. And I'm good to go. All right. So if I enter a trade, it will automatically set my take profit and stop loss. So let's go back to this again. I've got up. This is when I'm trying to start trading gold around 4 a.m. in the morning. I look left. I know I am a seller. So I'm only looking for sales. And in this particular time, I actually got a trade that was the beginning of the trade, meaning I was looking for this big thumb for me is my conservative setup. The little thumb is my aggressive. So I got a conservative, thumbs going down, agreeing with my signal. I entered the trade. Boom. I'm looking for what? 30 pips. It went down as much as, it went to about 29. Again, you guys decide what that pip number is. Let's see that I go all the way. It kept going very, very dangerously close to my 30. So I probably would have exited this trade, grabbed me 25, 30 pips, and I would have got out of that trade. Okay. If I wasn't looking, then it may or may not have hit it, but it would have came dangerously close. If you're a new trader, please grab you about 25 pips because your goal for the day is 50 pips a day. Guys, 50 pips a day, I'm telling you, you can change your zip code over time. Don't be in a quick hurry to become filthy rich with trading. It'll happen over time, and I won't even use the word filthy rich, but doing very well trading. But take your time and don't be greedy. Grab you about 25 pips per setup and watch and see what will happen with your account. So now, I am a seller. I got in my trade here. Boom. It came up, went down, that whole 9 yards. Boom. I'm still going. I'm still going. This, for me, is a exit. It is not an entry. It is a exit. Why is it an exit? Because it is a conservative entry going against my conservative entry. All right. So I don't exit on my aggressive signals, but I will exit the trade on my conservative signals. So I would not take any buys. I'm not taking any buys. This was some news. I'm not taking any buys. This was some news. Price came down. Price came down. Even though it came down, you say, oh, why won't you take the trade right here? Because I am now looking for a brand new setup to enter the trade. This is an aggressive setup. This right here can trick you guys. Trust me. You think you're being smart by jumping in aggressively. But if this was still changing the directions, you would get caught in this trade. That's why I'm encouraging you to focus on your main entries to be on your conservative entry, not your aggressive. Even though you could have won this trade, you're like, man, I won that 80 pips, Stan. Congratulations. But in the long run, you're not going to win as many as you did just right here. Just my point of view, my thought. You can do whatever you like. All right. Well, Stan only got in one trade. It's okay. This was consolidating. I'm seeing up and down signals in the 1 minute window. But why am I not taking any of these sales? Simple fact is because my direction does not agree with my direction over here. It's saying buy, even though price is going up and down. So this is protecting me from being caught in consolidation. So maybe I didn't get many pips that day, but I didn't get caught in a lot of consolidation. Okay. And here's another thing for me for gold. Once I reach this red line, which is at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11, I'm pretty much exiting out of the trade unless I get a brand new setup. And I typically call it a day. Okay. So on Tuesday was not many pips. Maybe got 25 pips on that day, which is fine. Now let's go into Wednesday. All right. Wednesday, we're going again. And guess what? I'm not trading this time here. I'm still a seller. I go to my blue line. My blue line here. Am I on the right day? Make sure I'm on the right day. 15, Wednesday. Yep, they all the same here. I'm going. This would have won this trade here if you were trading it, but I'm trying to avoid trading this because it's just very inconsistent. So now I'm in my blue line. I wake up around 4 something in the morning, and guess what? I'm now looking for still sales, but there is a big change that just taken place here. I got a bullish signal, but I'm still bearish, so I have nothing to trade right now. I'm still not trading. Stan, you missing so many pips. I'm still not trading. All right, there's still no trade for me. Why won't you take this trade? Because I'm trying to teach you guys how to be patient and to take the right trade. All movements are not your movements until you get your setup. So when will you take a trade? I got a thumbs pointing up right here at 12:50 something, almost 5 o'clock in the morning my time. That would have been somewhere right here. But here is where I would have been looking for my buy signal. When I got the confirmation on my direction that agreed with already the thumbs that was there, now I'm ready to take a buy. So now I'm not going to get another big arrow to get me in this trade. This is where this is where those aggressive arrows come in handy. I missed the entry here because I was still a seller. My bullish signal came before my direction signal came. After that direction signal came, there's two things I could have did. One, I can enter the trade on the direction signal. Guys, this is very important to listen to. If my 1 minute conservative signal comes before my directional signal now becomes my entry. Let me say that again. If I get my conservative entry in the 1 minute window, but I'm still a seller, and while price is moving, my directional signal in the 15 minute shows up, that now becomes my entry if I want to choose to do so. If not, then wait for an aggressive bullish signal to agree with both your conservative entry as well as your directional entry. I said a whole lot right there, but this is all still street level, guys. Everything must agree before you jump in the trade. That's just the bottom line. Don't jump in a buy when your direction sell is selling. My directional signal conservative came first, maybe 30, wait a minute, this came at about an hour later. My direction signal came. I could have jumped in here, or if I just waited, I got a bearish aggressive signal, which was good because now I'm like, if I get a bullish aggressive signal, I can really get in this trade. So now we're way over here. So you could have jumped in right here because that's when you got your directional signal, which came right here at 1345. So let me go to 1345. Scroll back. 1345 was right somewhere in here. So if you'd have jumped in on your directional signal because you already had your conservative entry, then your directional signal came, I would have jumped in here. I'm just going to be honest with you because I've seen this several times, and now you're seeing it because I'm telling you. This would have been your first entry right here. You had already been killing the market. It would have hit your take profit. But then, check this out. Thumbs down, aggressive. Thumbs up. This agrees with this and this. That's your next entry. Yes, it came after the time you were supposed to trade, but it's really your first clean entry coming off of this setup. So that would have been my entry right there. Another 30-something pips, easy, guys. It went up another 100 pips. So you would have got 30 pips here, and you would have got 30 pips if you'd have jumped in on the signal. So this is just showing you how you can trade this going in the direction. My signal came first conservatively. I couldn't jump in here because I was still a seller, even though I can look at the market and see that it is trending up, but I'm not going to play the guessing game. I waited for my direction signal to close. Then I could have jumped in on the directional signal because I already had my entry signal here. But if I wanted to really be conservative and be patient, I would have to wait through all of this. And then right around, what is this, 11 o'clock that morning, I got my entry. I enter right here. There's my trade. Grab my 30 pips. Boom. See, we're only looking at one pair. This now can work on multiple pairs. So I would have already traded UJ in the Asian session and got my pips. Now I'm in the New York session trading, and I'm still trading UJ. So those are multiple ways to get into these trades. So now I'll keep on scrolling. Now I got a bearish conservative signal. I got a bearish conservative signal. Now I'm no longer taking a buy until I get a new bullish conservative signal. So these aggressive signals are not re-entries because it's this bearish conservative signal just cut all of that off. All right, I'm talking street level talk to y'all. I'm not using technical trading terms. I'm using color line symbols for y'all to understand. Don't get too over focused on the correct technical words to use. This bearish thumbs down ended my buy until I get a new bullish thumbs up that's conservative. So my aggressive signals, I made one color, but my conservative ones, I made them different colors. And so if you want to see what that is, I'll open them up so you can see. This is more training video. So this one is going to be private just for the room, for all my paid members. This is not going to be a marketing thing that I do on YouTube. So I'm going to be a little lengthy on this one so you've got to understand. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more. All right, so install it twice. So you got to go to your navigator and find TFU 5.0 Scapular 18. Install it once. This is my conservative setting. All right, it's on 6. I got the size of it as big as I can because I want it to be the big one. I got it on number 9. Make sure all your indicators are true so you will get push notifications to your phone. My color is lime and yellow. All right, for my aggressive setting, I install it again. Put your key code in there. Got to put the key. Without the keys, none of this will work. The color is white. Let me put this one white. And my option is option number 4, which is aggressive. I got it smaller setting so I can know that this is the aggressive ones. It's on 6, and then everything is true. So now you guys know how to have both of those. There you go. Conservative. This is the direction change. Now, I'm not going to talk about pullbacks right now because that's the only time I'll do pullbacks are on non-news days. Other than that, I'm only going to trade directional. All right. So the only time I will take pullback trades are on non-news days. And we'll talk about that here on another video. So this is just giving a little bit more details about directional. All right. So let's go into Thursday. Going into Thursday, I don't trade this opening, but if you did, that would have been your entry. Why? It agrees with your direction. Okay, so this would have been your entry if you decide to trade it. That was a good 40-something pips. Hey, that's a great trade. All right, I'm not even gonna lie. Then price did some crazy retarded drop. It just dropped like madness. And then look what happened. You got a direction change here, and you got a signal here. All right, this is where I'm going to show you the inconsistency of why I'm choosing to wait later. Even though there could be some pips there, look what happened. You would have entered the trade here. Why? Because your direction came here. You got a direction signal. Direction signal came here. Your entry came here. You'd enter this trade here. I would have gave you about 20-something pips, depending on what you're looking for. That was a good, clean 15 to 20 pips during the Asian session. That's not a bad trade. But right here, you have to exit that trade. Why? Because you have a conservative signal going the opposite direction, even though you're selling. So now you have to wait for another conservative signal down to enter that trade. You cannot enter, or you should not enter, on an aggressive signal, especially if your conservative signal is pointing up. All right, so if I keep scrolling, I'll keep scrolling. Some of you wanted to jump in right here and say, hey, this is agreeing with the signal here. Why can't I take that trade? You can if you want to. I'm not, because this right here blocked it from me. I'll only take my aggressive if it's still agreeing with the aggressive signal here. It's not agreeing. I have a block. That price is not quite going how I want it to. So I'm going to hold up for a second. I'm going to bypass this here. And by that time, guys, y'all are going into the later time, 2 a.m. Now it is what? That's my blue line right there. What is my direction? I'm still a seller. So I'm still scrolling. I'm looking for my big thumbs down so I can get in the trade. I avoid all of this here because I don't know what's going on. I avoid it. Now I'm going into, oh, there's a direction change. Let me stop. I have a direction change right here at 11:30. That's about 3 something in the morning. So let me back up. My direction changed right around here. I got a direction signal right there. So I'm now a buyer. What is my last signal? My last signal back here is a buy. I got a direction signal here. Remember what I told you? If your signal conservative comes first, now your directional signal can become an entry for you if you like. So I probably would have taken this trade right here for a buy. Went up 30 pips, came back down. I got a signal down here. That's nothing to me. There's a re-entry right there. That would have been another signal to get in this trade. Why? Let me stop and explain. Remember, if you get 3 confirmations of the same direction, your aggressive signals are good for entry. What are those confirmations? Thumbs up, check. What is my big signal? What is my conservative thumbs telling me? Thumbs up. Yep. What is my direction? It's pointing up. So I got 3 confirmations that I'm bullish. So this aggressive signal could be some of you guys' first entry if you choose not to jump in on the directional signal. You could have just waited and entered right there. Clean. Very little drawdown. Very little drawdown. Boom. Your 25 to 40 pips is hit. You're out the market. You're waiting for the next setup. All right. This is probably some news that took place right here. It didn't matter. You already was in and out of that trade before it happened. Got your pips. We're still scrolling. Still scrolling. There is another signal, what? Right there. That is your second entry. Why? Because you don't have a conservative signal pointing down to stop you from re-entering in the direction of your big arrow over here that's still agreeing with your thumbs up conservative. These are just re-entries now. Here's would have been your second entry. Came before your time to possibly stop trading. I'd enter here again. Easy, 30 pips. That's 60 pips you just would have got right there in the New York session. And if you were like me, that would have been like 90 pips. Because I would have got 30 pips here. I would have got 30 pips here. And I would have got 30 pips right there. Clean, guys. Very little drawdown because I'm trading in the direction that I see the market flowing. Then I wait. I get a thumbs down, big old thumbs. Now I no longer can take any buys. When is the next time can I take a buy? When I get a thumbs up, but it has to be conservative because I now have a conservative thumbs down. I cannot take this thumbs up right here. Aggressive when I have a conservative thumb going against me. I'm being a little long-winded with this one, y'all, because this is going to be separate those of you who are going to do well with this system and those of you who will not do well, because you're just going to kind of make up your own stuff. You're going to kind of do your own thing, which is your prerogative. You pay for the system. You can do whatever you want with the system, okay? I'm after my red line, so I typically, and I already got my pips for the day, so I'm out of the market. I ain't even taking no trades. I'm now waiting till 4 o'clock in the morning for gold. Gold is off my list to even look at. So now I keep on scrolling. We're going to pass. Let's go on to the next day. I don't have any trades. My signal direction changed, but you guys can see how prices start consolidating because the volume just kind of dies. Some of us want to trade gold all day long or every time we see a setup. Remember, volume is very, very, very important in trading. Okay, let's go to the next day. All right, so this was probably Friday. We go into Friday. We get our direction changing back up. We had nothing with this sale. We get our direction change right here, right around 8:30, 4:30 candle my time, probably 9:30 Eastern. Then you got your entry right here. I don't trade this, or I'm stopped trading this, because I would have been trading UJ during the Asian session. But for example purposes, this would have been an entry here. But you see how the market and the volume is kind of lame. All right. Came down. I would have had to exit that trade right there. Would have lost about 8 pips. Okay. Now I cannot take any more buys until I get a brand new signal. All right. And guess what? Right there. Right around 9:30, you would have got another signal. Those of you who want to trade it. This is the only time I would probably give a consideration to trade it, is if you got your conservative signal telling you to get in. I would not take it on aggressive. All right, there's your conservative signal. I wouldn't have taken it because I'm going to focus on only trading right around this time here. Remember, I told you sometimes you're going to get the pips, sometimes you're not, because that window from here to this purple line to about 2 in the morning, it's just kind of janky for me personally. This one here worked out very well, so you would have ate really good. This would have been a re-entry here. You could have got in there if you missed this trade. This is why you could have got in this trade. Why? You got 3 confirmations. Thumbs up, yep. Conservative agrees, yep. In the direction of my big arrow, yes. That's an easy trade. Take that trade, boom, you in. All right, there it is again. That's another entry. Agrees with your what? Thumbs, yep. And your direction arrow, yes. All right. So you're going to see a lot of re-entries here. I wake up. This is me. I'm up. I wake up. I look to my left. I'm still a buyer. I'll make sure that there is no conservative thumbs pointing down that will block my direction. Nope, there's none. I'm still bullish. When I woke up to be ready to trade, that's my trade right there. I would have entered the trade right there. Of course, I got my take profit set for 30 pips. So boom, 30 to 40, whatever. Guys, that is not an exit. The only way I exit is on a big conservative thumbs pointing down. I get another re-entry. I would have entered it again because I have nothing telling me why I shouldn't. And then voila, market just took off. Yes, I would have been mad because I didn't hold that trade. And Stan, how can you hold that trade for the big long pips? It's real easy. I'll give you the answer to that question. You can hold the trade as long as you want, but you got to get out when you get the big thumbs pointing down. Simple as that. If you want to ride a trending pair, knock yourself out. You can confidently do that, but just know that you have to exit the trade when you get the big thumbs pointing down. All right. I would have got my pips because I would have been in this trade 1 time here, 2 times. Both of them would have hit my 30-something pips. I'm in and out of that trade, 60 pips. Boom. I'm happy, but I'm kind of sad because I missed the trend. This is a big movement, guys. Look at this movement. It never looked back. But do I have another opportunity to get in the trade? I am past my trading time here. I probably would have stopped trading right there. I would have took my 60 pips and enjoyed my day. It was on a Friday, but it still gave another entry right there, guys. And boom, you can see it just went to the moon. Again, nothing telling me not to take these re-entries. So I would have taken them. Or for me, I would have been out of the market. And then right before the end of the day, it still gave you another entry. So you still would have got all your pips. So that was just a crazy trending day. But if you were one of them guys who said, I'm going to hold the trade until I get a big thumbs down, you would have had a tremendous day trading. So hopefully, guys, this gave you some clarity on what you should be doing with directional trading. Now, this applies to if you're trading UJ. Again, UJ to me, I think you can trade it pretty much Asian session, London session, and the New York session because it moves pretty smooth. You're going to get volume during the Asian session because the back pair is JPY and it's one of their sessions. So that's why I do trade the Asian session with UJ. I also traded with EJ and GJ. Those are the three pairs I play with during the Asian session. Then during the New York session, I just trade UJ and gold. All right. I focus on those two pairs to get my 30 to 50 pips. And that's why you guys be seeing me post multiple positions and all that stuff in there. And, you know, because I'm just trading the directions. The only time that I'm going to start trading against the direction is if it's not a news day. So hold on for 1 second. Let me see how much time. I don't even know how long this recording is. Oh, this is 40 minutes. So I've been 40 minutes on this this training. Please take this as pure training for my paid members only. So hopefully this answered a lot of questions for you. And if you're brand new trading, this helped you out. All right. I am going to come back with another video because I want to share something with you guys on the next video that I will be posting is how can we trade using this system even on news day. I have some things to share with you guys. I've been very successful here in the last month or so trading the news, not all the news, some of the news, most of the news actually, and been very successful with it. So I'm going to share with you what I've been doing with that. And if you would like to do that, you can as well. If not, avoid the news, wait till it's over, and then jump right back into the market and go for it. Guys, make it a great one. Peace.